Hi guys, welcome to this Moneycontrol live stream. You're watching Opening Bell with me, Nandita Khemka. It's a Thursday morning and it could turn out to be a thriller of a Thursday today given the fact that the global cues are extremely positive and 25,000 on the index looks, pretty much a done deal today given the fact that in the pre-open we are already seeing 25,000 on the screen. So date with 25,000 very much on, just about 7 minutes to go for the opening bell. We of course over the next 30 to 35 minutes we'll be talking about all the stocks in focus. We'll be talking about the index levels to watch out for, and we'll also be taking up all your stock related queries. So if you have any queries, keep them coming in on our live feed on YouTube and we'll try and take them up. But before we move any further, let's quickly take a look at the top headlines at this hour. Wall Street ends higher after the Fed keeps interest rates unchanged. The chairman Nirmal Bang has said that September rate cut is on the table if inflation data continues to cool. Asian markets also trade on a mixed note given the fact that Nikkei is bucking the trend and is down somewhere around 2% or thereabouts on the back of a surging yen. But GIFT Nifty, of course, hinting at a positive start. We have already clocked that 25,000 mark in the pre-open. Brent crude rises back above $80 a barrel amid lingering concerns about potential supply disruptions as tensions in West Asia mount following the death of Hamas chief. Gold prices also extend gains following the Fed chair's commentary on inflation and rates. Tata Steel's first quarter earnings come in line with estimates. Europe performance improves while net debt rises sequentially on higher working capital requirement. And among key earnings to watch out for today, ITC's profit is expected to rise 4% while margin may see a slight decline. Also watch out for numbers from Tata Motors, Pharma and Adani Enterprises. And Infosys faces a demand from DGGI and Karnataka state GST authorities for tax evasion for the period from July 2017 to 2021-2022. The claim involves unpaid IGST under the reverse charge mechanism for services received from overseas branches. The company believes that as per regulations, GST is not applicable on these expenses. Well, then let's quickly take a look at what really the Fed did last night. The Federal Reserve kept its key interest rates unchanged at 5.25 to 5.5%, citing some further progress towards its 2% inflation goal. At the press conference, Fed chairperson Jerome Powell said that a rate cut in September is on the table, provided the inflation data continues to be encouraging. Now, the comments propelled stocks to the highs of the day. Powell said a rate cut at the September meeting would be unrelated to the upcoming presidential election. He said that the central bank would be absolutely apolitical if it lowered borrowing costs at the meeting. But the Fed chief also cautioned against assuming that a cut was definitely happening. He said that, of course, if inflation remains or continues to cool, that is when a September rate cut could be on the table. But let me quickly bring on board our guest for today then. On that note, joining me is Nirav Chheda of Nirmal Bang. Nirav, great to have you on the show. 25,000 looks like a done deal today. Would you say that we could cross that hurdle, and what are the levels you'll be watching out for on the upside in that case?
Yes. Hi, Nandita. Thank you for having me on the show. Yes, definitely, with the GIFT Nifty up, we do expect, 25,000 to be breached today on the spot and probably go even higher. In the last 2-3 days, we've seen, Nifty has been agonizingly close to this level, hasn't been able to close above it or, even cross it. But now, definitely, I believe, Nifty has, to go around that 25,500, 25,700 or mark, and that has to start from today. So definitely, it'll be a good breakout for Nifty. The data at this point of time is positive. So definitely, further momentum to stay in Nifty. So if you're looking to trade, this would be a good area to enter into Nifty again. Even on some dips, 24,800 is now a strong support area. So on the futures, 24,900 now will be your stop loss, and on the spot 24,800 are. One real index that I am looking forward to is Bank Nifty. That will give very good support to Nifty. I'm seeing a lot of short covering action in Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty had fallen down up to its 50-day moving average, and now Definitely Bank Nifty is one sector or one index where I believe most of the stocks will start to move up from here. So Bank Nifty is likely to move up towards that 53,000, 53,500 odd levels in the coming time. That is one sector you should be buying at this moment. So yeah, by Bank Nifty, the support for this index is around 51,000 odd levels on the spot, 51,100 on the futures. So yeah, that should be a stop loss, and hold on till 53,000 odd levels, which will be a huge gain from current levels.
Okay, that's about the levels to watch out for on the indices, Nifty Bank and Nifty. Of course, we're just about 2 minutes away from the open. Waiting for that thrilling start to the day with 25,000 on the screen. Want to understand your thoughts on a Tata Steel. Numbers came out post market hours yesterday. How would you really be approaching the stock, because numbers are fairly in line. Your business did well, so to say, because EBITDA per ton came in the lowest in fact, lowest in many quarters. So Tata Steel from the metals pack, how would you trade after the earnings?
Yeah. So see, on the charts, Tata Steel is way above its breakout level. 2 years it consolidated and then broke out above that 150 levels after a 2.5 year period. And once the breakout came in, it went up to 180, retested that level of 150 during that election results day. And then from there on, it is seeing good bounce back again. I believe this stock can be bought. I don't know, the result reaction, how it will come, but most definitely, I believe, this stock should move up considerably from current levels. So yeah, it would be a good level to add again if you get it around 165, 160 odd levels.
Right.
150 is a support level. That is your stop loss.
Right, we are getting the first ticks. We have crossed that 25,000 mark, for the first time. In fact, the last 1,000 point took about 24 sessions. So the Nifty took 24 sessions to move from 24,000 to 25,000. In fact, looking at the start, extremely positive, 70 points point uptick on the Nifty. The mid cap index as well continues to outperform. The bank Nifty also in good stead, 0.5% uptick coming in on the bank Nifty. But of course, index, the index, that's where all eyes are, given the fact that we have clocked that magical 25,000 mark for the first time ever. 24 sessions. For the index to go from 24,000 to 25,000. Also want to point out that the last 5,000 point journey from 20,000 to 25,000 has been covered in 11 months. So the Nifty hit 20,000 back in September 2023, on September 11th to be precise, 2023, and now it's August 2024 and we are looking at 25,000 on the screen. If you look at some of the indices that have done well in that 5,000 point journey, it's the Nifty PSC index, Realty index, oil and gas, auto. These are some of the pockets that have really led the gains from the front. PSC index, public sector enterprises, it has almost doubled in the last 11 months, in the last 5,000 point journey of the Nifty from 20,000 to 25,000. The Nifty PSC index has gained almost 100%. And auto pack, of course, has started outperforming after years of underperformance, right? So that outperformance continues. And in the last 11 months, the auto pack has gained somewhere around 60% or thereabouts. IT, FMCG, banks, these have also done okayish in the last 11 months. In fact, the IT pack has gained somewhere around 26% from September of 2023. But let's focus in on today's market open then. We are holding on to the 25,000 mark, Bank Nifty in good stead. Let's take a look at some of the other sectors that are contributing to gains this morning. Just want to pull up the auto pack, given the fact that auto sales figures have started coming out. We had M&M Maruti reporting good numbers. Tata Motors will be reporting numbers. So auto pack is up somewhere around 1% or thereabouts. Energy up 0.8%. FMCG, yesterday also it was in good stead. Today also extending gains. All the sectors are trading in the green. Metal pack is outperforming. Want to see what really Tata Steel is doing after the numbers. Maruti top gainer on the index, 4% higher for this counter. Hindalco, JSW Steel, Coal India, after a good, inline set of numbers, we did see Coal India report an inline set of numbers in the first quarter, and the stock is up and about. Bajaj auto sales just came out, and the stock is reacting to that as well. ONGC is up given the fact that the government has slashed the windfall tax on crude petroleum. Because of that, ONGC is up. Power Grid snaps out of a losing streak. Dr. Reddy's, Tata Steel, of course, among gainers. On the flip side, in terms of losers, some of the auto names are not doing well. Hero Moto, top Nifty loser. M&M that reported numbers yesterday, today is among the top losers. BPCL, Infosys, Ultratech Cement and Sun Pharma, these are some of the other losers. But nothing to complain about. It's almost 100-point uptick on the index. We are sitting pretty at 25,000, and let's see where we head from here. But Nirav, looking at the open, your thoughts, congratulations on 25,000 on the index, and what would you be really recommending for viewers in terms of stock picks this morning?
Yes. So one is a small cap, and one will be a mid to large cap. I really like Bharat Forge. There is some good news also on this. I think it got some defense license, but definitely the chart is superb. I believe this stock has witnessed a good breakout, a flag breakout, and it can go up towards that 1820 odd levels from the current 1750. You can look to buy this stock at current levels with a stop loss of 1720 odd on a closing basis. 1820 is your target. The second stock that I really like is Jamna Auto, which is a little small, but this stock has seen a multi-year breakout, which happened yesterday, and I definitely believe this stock will do well going forward. So this is one stock which you should buy at current levels. It can go up towards that 180 odd levels in the short to medium term. But from a near term 2 to 3 day perspective, 160 looks more likely. So 160 would be your target. 140 will be your stop loss.
What do you make of the up move in Maruti? It's up 4% at the current juncture. Numbers came out yesterday, margin beat, and this morning we have some brokerage calls as well on this particular stock. Would you be trading into a Maruti now? What kind of levels would you be working with on the upside? Jefferies has a buy call, and they have raised the target price to 15,200 on Maruti. The stock is trading at 13,600 levels right now. Your upside targets on the stock?
Yeah, so this stock witnessed a breakout of 1330. Yesterday also it went above, but couldn't sustain, came down. Now with a gap up, it has gone up. But 13,300, sorry. So 13,300 was an important resistance area. This is now been broken. I believe the next real resistance for this stock is 14,250, 14,500. So it can come up towards those levels. So it would be a good level, to enter into Maruti at current levels and on some dips as well. 13,300 would be your stop loss, and I believe 14,250, 14,500 can come very quickly.
Okay, those are the levels to watch out for on a Maruti. Infosys, your thoughts? Because of course there's negative news flow around the company. It has got a GST demand for alleged tax evasion of 32,400 crores. Of course, after the numbers, it had raised guidance. We saw good traction coming in on large cap IT, right? Would you advise a buy on dips? Because the stock is up somewhere around 17% in the last 1 month.
Yes. So see, basically, 32,000 crore evasion is unheard of on such a big company. I don't know, what is the truth behind it, but definitely, chart tells me the stock trend is positive, and I'll just go with the chart. At this point of time, I believe it would be good if this stock can come down towards 1800 odd levels, which is a good level to buy again. If it does come down there, go ahead and buy. And I believe 1750 is a very good support area, so that would be a stop loss. And this stock can again bounce back up towards that 1950, 2000 odd level, probably go even higher from there on, because a huge breakout awaits, post 2000 odd.
Okay, that's the view then. But Relaxo Footwear, this stock, I want to get in your thoughts here, because numbers weren't all that encouraging. Reported numbers yesterday, profit is down 20%, revenue although up somewhere around 1% or thereabouts. Margins have also seen a contraction compared to the same period last year. Relaxo, I was just looking at the charts, hasn't done much in the last 1 month. 6 month returns are also pretty much flat. Is there would you see any kind of a decisive movement on either side on this chart? What is it suggesting? Because it's around that 850 mark right now. Could it make a dash at 900 anytime soon, or would you say that it could go south, in fact, towards its 52-week lows of 750 or thereabouts?
So, Nandita, for any stock to really move up, you need some volumes on the downside or some smart buyers, coming in near the lows. But that hasn't really happened for this stock. So, yes, it is in a consolidation. It should continue to remain in a consolidation in between 800 and about 860, 870 or. Don't see much upside from current levels. Don't see much downside from current levels. I just advise to not trade in this counter. It is much easier once that breakout comes in. But that breakout is above that 900 odd level. So once that happens, only then enter into it, and because then a huge move can come in, but not before that.
How is Bank of Baroda looking as a positional play now? Numbers came out, profit was slightly below estimate, NII was also below estimate, asset quality although was stable, and provisions have dropped on both YOY and QOQ basis. Within the PSU banking lot, would you advise sticking to, something like a SBI rather than go for a Bank of Baroda? Your thoughts, with a positional play, how is the Bank of Baroda looking now?
See, I would not mind adding longs to Bank of Baroda at current levels. The fall that it had to witness, it has already witnessed from sub 290 odd levels. It came down towards 245, 240 odd, and from there on, that 200-day moving average, it bounced back up. I believe it is seeing good short covering action, and you will see good buying from current levels. So PSU banking will push up, and that is why Bank Nifty will also push up along with it. So yeah, I would not mind buying Bank of Baroda at current levels. 245 would be my stop loss, and I believe this stock has the legs in it to move up towards 270, 75 levels.
Okay, that's the view on a Bank of Baroda. I want to get in your thoughts on India Cements. In fact, I'm just shifting focus to some of the queries that are coming in this morning on our live feed. Srivardhan Gupta wants to know your thoughts on an India Cements. Of course, the stock has been in focus, post the acquisition by Ultratech. The stock has done fairly well on the back of this news flow. In the last 1 month, we've seen a 30% kind of an uptick coming in. Where do you think, or what kind of signals do you think the chart is giving now after this kind of an uptick? Do you think it is getting into that overbought zone, or do you think the uptrend right now is going to be intact?
See, difficult to answer how it will go from here on, but one thing is for sure, there is a multi-year breakout which has come in this stock at about 340 odd, and post that, this stock has witnessed good volumes as well. Do expect this stock to move up further. It might just take some days of consolidation because of all the news that is going around. But surely, this stock should move up above that 425, 430 odd levels soon. So, post the consolidation, that target should come in. One can look to buy even at current levels, and on some declines up to 355 or 345 will be a stop loss.
Okay, 345 would be the stop loss. Hope that answers your query. The next one is coming in from Som Mendigar. Wants to know your thoughts on Avari Renewables. In fact, he is making losses on his holdings. He bought shares at the rate of 1882 rupees per share. Should he hold or sell? Because he is making losses. The stock right now is trading at 1580. It has been in a downtrend. Last 5 sessions itself, it has shaved off somewhere around 13% or thereabouts. Would you advise him to book losses, or would you say book partial losses? How should he go about his holding?
Yeah. See, this stock, This stock probably, there was a list which had gone where, stocks which had made most money. So someone would have put in 1 lakh. He came out with 4 crores if he had not sold this particular stock. This is one of those, stocks where huge money was made. And now, after such a huge move from, about 3, 4 rupees to about 3,000, it is likely that, this stock will have a consolidation phase. That is what is happening. I believe this stock can probably come down further from current levels, probably, around that 1200, 1250 odd levels. That is where, once it consolidates post that, we'll see to add positions there. But at this point, I would just say just exit the counter because it has done its course and it is time for some consolidation, which might take 2, 3 months.
Okay, exit. That's the call here. Som, hope that answers your query. But I want to quickly get the other query on Root Mobile also answered. Vinod has written in. He wants to know your thoughts on a Root Mobile. This is another counter that has been stuck in a downtrend. Last 1 month, I can see the stock has given up somewhere around 11% or thereabouts. If somebody has some kind of holding here, how should they approach? Should they book losses here as well?
I think yes, much better to book losses here. The stock is bereft of volumes. There's only 1 week where some huge volumes come in, then volumes go missing. I'd rather switch to something like ITD cementation or a Wabag, which has a theme to it and which can probably do very well going forward. At this point of time, I'd be exiting this stock and putting it somewhere else.
Okay, that's the call. Vinod, hope you've taken note of the names that Nirav just mentioned. The next query on Asian Paints. The stock has started witnessing some bit of, green on the screen. The paint sector per se was not doing well, of course, given the intense competition in the sector after the entry of Birla Opus. But post the price hike, we have seen some action on some of these paint counters. We have a query coming in on how one should really navigate Asian Paints. What are the levels you'll be watching out for here? It's been holding up above that 3,000 level as of now.
Yeah, so this was one of the stocks, darling stocks of the markets in the last 10 years. But in the last couple of years, there's nothing that the stock has done. It's been in a range of about 3,500 to about 2,800 odd. And last 2 years have been sort of this range bound action has taken shape. So definitely, it is at the lower end of its spectrum, lower end of the range, and now it is moving up. I believe it can move up towards the 3,400, 3,500 odd levels, but I don't see the volumes in it to really see a good breakout post that. So yeah, if you want to buy, you can be a near-term buyer for that target of 3,400. Your stop loss would be 2,900 for that target.
Okay, that's the view on an Asian Paints. The next query I want to take up is on Bharti Airtel. Pankaj Kajalia has written in, wants to know your thoughts on Bharti Airtel. Of course, telecom stocks have been in focus after the tariff hike undertaken recently. A lot of players are turning positive on the telecom space. Bharti Airtel itself not very far from its 52-week highs. How would you really, or what kind of level would you really be watching out for here? Does it have the potential to cross its 52-week highs of 1536 or thereabouts?
So I tell you something, this stock has been a slow mover, but surely this stock has moved up. If you see, post 2007, from 2007 to 2022, this stock was in a consolidation. So that is about 15 years this stock was in a consolidation, and post that, breakout came in. So whenever, such breakouts come in, the stock doesn't settle only for, 10, 20%. It moves up at least 100%, probably even 200%. So this stock has already done that 100% returns, and I believe this stock still has the legs in it to move up towards that 2,000 levels going forward. Definitely, if you bought, continue to hold on. You can add more positions if it comes down towards 1,400 or 1,350 will be your stop loss. But surely, in the next couple of months, probably little more, you will see 2000 coming in.
All right, that's the view on Bharti Airtel, but a couple of other queries also coming in. I want to understand your thoughts on a Hindustan Copper. Alex wants to know your thoughts. We spoke about, Tata Steel from the metal pack, but since this query has just come in, want to understand where the stock is heading. It's doing well in today's trading session. In the last 5 sessions as well, I think it has been doing pretty okay, positive returns. Would you advise a trade here?
Not really. This stock is making a flat pattern after a huge up move, and the breakout for the same is around 345. Once 345 is broken, I'd be entering into the stock on the long side. And post that, 400 can be seen, but not now. I just stay away until the breakout has come.
Want to quickly get in your thoughts on an Axis Bank. Of course, after numbers, we saw weakness coming in on the charts. Amit wants to know whether it's a good time to enter into an Axis Bank. Looking at the performance or quarterly performance and the charts as well, would you say that an ICICI Bank looks better on the charts compared to Axis?
Uh, Not really. See, both of these stocks have been moving up in congestion. ICICI is around 1200, Axis around 1170. Or I would say, Axis has seen a good correction. This is a good level to add again. The breakout level for this stock was around 1150 odd. Stock went up about 1300. It has come down to retest the breakout, and that would be a good retest from here and good reversal. So definitely, look to add positions here. This stock can again regain that 1300 odd levels, probably in the coming 8-10 days. Look to buy the stock with a stop loss of around 1140.
Okay, that's the level to watch out for on the stop loss front. But I had seen a query on Maharashtra Seamless on our feed. Just lost the person's name here. But if you look at the charts of a Maharashtra Seamless, hasn't done anything in the last 1 month. So if somebody has a holding here, should they move to some other stock or should they continue holding it?
Difficult thing to answer here because this stock has actually done nothing. Post 1000 or it's come down to 650 or in the last 2 years, it has been in a downward sloping trend line formation. The breakout for this stock is around 700 odd. It tried a couple of times but couldn't sustain. So yeah, I think until the 700 is broken above, I don't think much will happen here. So it would be better to exit the counter here at least, or exit at least half, and put it somewhere like a Jamna Auto where a multi-year breakout has been seen.
Okay, that's a view on Maharashtra Seamless. I hope that answers your query. Just about a couple of more queries then. Jagdish Prasad wants to know your thoughts on a Tata investment. He wants to know what are the targets that you would be working with here. The stock is down 4% over the last 1 month, but in the last 6 months, it has gained somewhere around 10% or thereabouts. 6,300 is where it's trading right now. On the upside, what kind of targets should he work with?
So again, this stock in the last 1 year, it has just flown from sub 2000 odd levels. It has moved up about 8000, and then now, again around that 6300 odd. It has come down from 8000 odd. Uh, it is making a flag kind of a formation, and this is a continuation pattern. It should probably go on for the next couple of weeks more at least. So yeah, once that breakout of 6800 comes in on a closing basis, you will see this stock again moving up. But as an investment, you can look to invest here. Still, this stock still has the legs to move up again above that 8000 odd levels. Your target would be around 9500 odd.
Right. Just last query then for the day. Pon Rajesh wants to know your thoughts on an Ashok Leyland. The stock has been doing, pretty okay. Last 1 month, 7% uptake, 5 sessions as well in the last 5 sessions. It has seen a decent traction. Uh, how or what would you really advise on this stock, because it did come very close to its 52-week highs in today's session itself. Should one continue to hold or add more at these levels?
No, I would not advise to add more, but yeah, this still has momentum and it can probably move up towards 275. So you can hold on for that target, but you should keep a trailing stop loss to 246. If it goes below this, probably more selling will come in. So, exit it if it goes below the 246 levels.
Okay, that's the view on an Ashok Leyland. But with that, we've come to the end of the query segment. Nirav, want to thank you for taking out time and joining in this morning and sharing your thoughts with us. Always a pleasure chatting with you, and it's on such a good day when the market has hit a new milestone. It was great really chatting with you, and I hope to chat with you again sometime soon.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Well, with that, of course, we've come to the end of this edition of Opening Bell. We are looking at 25,000 on the screen. 25,050 is where we are at. It has been, or it is turning out to be a thriller of a Thursday. Let's see whether we manage to defend that level as we head into closing. If we manage to close above that 25,000 mark today or not. But looking good. 82,000 on the Sensex, 25,000 on the Nifty. Of course, the Nifty took 24 sessions to cover the journey from 24,000 to 25,000. And, mid-cap index also continues to be at highs. So, nothing really to complain about this Thursday morning. But with that, we've come to the end of this edition of Opening Bell. Thanks a lot, as always, for tuning in. We'll be getting you a couple of IPO interviews during the course of the day. First Cry IPO that will be opening next week. We will be touching base with the management, and Seagull is the other one, who will be interacting with us as their IPO opens up. But that will be during the course of the day. Don't forget to tune in for those interviews as well. But for now, goodbye, and I'll see you. Have a great trading day.